to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Welcome in. Monday, November 24th. I think I hear something deep within the ocean.
In the waters?
Uh-oh. 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 The Megalodon show is this week. We wanted to let you know.
We didn't really tease it last week at all.
No, I think the bear was distracting me.
I'm gone for a couple seconds.
Bear scared the shark, huh? We got bears and sharks on this show.
That was a little scary. Welcome into the Fantasy Footballers. We have a Megalodon show on Wednesday. That means we are jamming the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday content all into one supersized episode ahead of Thanksgiving Day.
Super duper sized.
Mike has already made his reservations at the local Jack in the Box.
Guys,
you got to call in, don't you?
I have
get in
to,
there.
No, I have for the first time in
I know where he's
so
going.
many years.
Wait,
My Jack in the Box.
It's closed.
My local Jack in the Box is closed. I
oh
gotta go.
no!
He has no idea what to do for Thanksgiving anymore.
Somebody's buying and reheating.
You think I can't find another Jack in the Box, Jason?
I think you will.
I'm just saying, the one that I have gone to every year for
a decade at least.
at least a decade. They are no more. My one.
Wait,
year, my one year.
Yeah, are they
time
closed or are they?
No, they're
gone.
gone.
They're gone.
Yeah, they've shut
They
down.
are.
Thanksgiving
So
demand has
real
diminished.
quick, I know we make this joke. We make lots of we got bits.
Yeah.
We got
Do you-
bits on bits.
In the last 10 years, have you genuinely gone to that Jack in the Box every single year? Is that real or like a lot of times?
I have eaten that Jack. There may be a year in there where I didn't, but I mean, like I won't rule it out. But yeah, I mean, as far as I can remember,
That is something that is real.
yes,
everything.
yes, that is not a bit. That is
Okay.
Clearly not eating there enough during the other 364
yeah,
days of the year, or they'd still be open.
I mean, it's Jack in the Box.
That's for Thanksgiving.
Like the best part of Jack in the Box on Thanksgiving, they're open.
Yeah, Brooks is pointing out here
Yeah.
that for all new fans and existing fans, you get to join in the annual tradition on the Megalodon shows, such as #Spatchcock,
Why are you reading off of
Are
your
you
watch?
reading a Slack
just-
message off your watch?
I got it. I was reading it.
It's on your computer.
It's in a different window. It's right here. It's right in
Hold
front of
on,
me.
Dick Tracy.
That's that font is all tiny.
Look, why was that a problem?
I don't know, man.
You got #Spatchcock, #Thicksgiving,
man.
#Dinner Butter, and we don't know what's going to happen this week, but something will
no,
happen.
we'll do a special giveaway.
Thanksgiving was an all-timer.
Thanksgiving was
Oh,
special.
we took over we were trending for
Yeah,
all the wrong reasons.
A lot of people were clicking on that
Yeah, they
hashtag,
were.
hoping for something that we didn't provide.
fantasy football show.
That's right. So welcome into the new week. The band back together here, Megalodon Week. You can watch the show, youtube.com/thefantasyfootballers if you want to head over there. We have all the rankings and the start-sit tool, and, there's going to be Thanksgiving Day games and Black Friday games and just games on games like we have bits on bits.
Yeah.
And we'll cover it all this week, starting with your Monday Punday submissions from a weekend that, for me personally, did not go that well. For others,
Sorry to hear that.
it probably worked out, especially with some of these names at the top of Monday Punday. Starting with Jamiracle Gibbs.
Oh, yeah. Emmanuel Wilson.
Because what? Wendell Robinson.
Yes, he played with Jameis Winston.
Except he didn't win.
That is what
You got-
That's just his name.
In fantasy, you did.
you got
in fantasy, you did.
Easy pickings.
Oh, Ashton Plenty.
Juggernaut Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, there we go.
JS Entertainment.
Oh, he's so good.
Cam Reward.
Yes, and
Really?
comeback Prescott.
Oh, yeah, he did. He-Man Henry.
Someone played Cam Ward?
Well, he did all right.
If you played Cam Ward, please let us know on Twitter.
That's surprising. Dude, where's my Lamar?
Oh, we moved to the bad.
Yeah.
Rome O Doomsday.
Yeah.
And now let's move to the worst.
Oh.
J.J. McFarty. Woof, that
Yeah,
dude.
Oh, man. Oh, Jamison Williams.
Yeah. Feel great about that. Like
yeah.
Drake. Meh.
And Emeka Egbuka.
Oh, that sucks.
DeAndre Swift. Yawn.
Kayshawn Duty.
Mark Blandrews.
Cryan Williams.
Yeah. Kryron.
And this
Yeah.
is
Oh,
the
Cryan.
worst.
I'm sorry.
CD's drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what? What is going on?
7 drops in the last 2 games. Multiple,
Against the Eagles.
yes, in the last 2 games against the Eagles. Tons of drops all year. Multiple touchdown drops. Multiple game-winning, opportunity drops. CD, what's going on?
There's a new #1 in Dallas.
I know. I mean, genuinely, it's like
I know.
it's like right now. If you have the question,
Let me check in on that.
if you had one roster spot left, and you
Yeah.
said, "I have to
Yeah.
start George Pickens or CeeDee Lamb."
Oh, no.
who are you
going to start?
What are you going to do? It's crazy. I don't know if you saw
I told you
Schottenheimer.
yesterday you should have traded for Pickens so you had them both, so the stack always worked.
Yeah, I benched Dak, which I felt great about. I mean, I'm watching that game down 21-0. Dak can't do anything. The Cowboys offense can't do anything other than a couple passes to Pickens. I'm like, whew, I escaped that. Do a 360 in my living room. I'm like, oh no, I benched 30 points from Dak.
Is that what he ended up with?
Yeah, over
Wow.
30.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good. Did you guys see the Schottenheimer comments on the drops from CeeDee
I
Lamb?
did not.
Okay, this is going to blow your mind because this is, I mean, you want to talk about Aaron Glenn's got to be rolling over in his grave that is a bed because he's still alive. This is a position, they're giving up.
I think it was a more eloquent way to do
No,
that.
no, it was perfection. You want to talk about giving away trade secrets. Not only is he, I mean,
is he giving up his competitive advantage?
he's giving up his competitive advantage. He came out and said they're going to still throw the ball to CeeDee. And he said, when we start game planning for Kansas City next week and drawing up plays, I'm going to tell Kansas City right now, we're still going to keep throwing the ball to CeeDee Lamb a lot. So watch out. So competitive advantage out the window. He's telling them their game plan.
How can they possibly win?
I'm sorry, Aaron Glenn.
They're still going to throw to CD?
Yeah,
That's
according
shocking.
to Schottenheimer.
That's crazy.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Okay, let's do this again. Second time in 2 weeks. The Raiders have fired a coordinator, this time highest paid offensive coordinator in the league, Chip Kelly.
Whoopsie doozles.
Man.
Never been a fan. Never been a fan. Didn't think this was a good hire.
I have been a fan of the fantasy stuff that he has given us in the past. It did not work.
You know, Pete Carroll, I don't remember how many years, 14, 17, 112 years he coached for the
Right.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Never once fired a coordinator in season, ever. And now he's done it twice in
time is ticking.
2 weeks.
Time is ticking for Pete.
Yeah, Pete's like, dude, I got to win now.
Well, no, because Pete's like,
I'm going to be
What-
rolling over
what-
in my bed soon.
whatever you guys do, blame that guy. It's not me.
They're going to run out.
I'm not the one
They're
who
going to
went-
run out of coordinators.
Classic
I didn't
USC.
go handpick Geno Smith and give him that extension.
I hope
that
that-
was Chip Kelly.
I hope that they go with the language, we fired Geno Smith. I hope it's not cut. I hope it's fired.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants also fired their defensive coordinator because when the going gets tough, the coordinators get going.
Yep.
The Chiefs signed.
Which is a shame because their defense played really well against a very tough offense. I know they gave up the very – and they weren't supposed to be in that game.
Right.
It was like he
You were-
actually did a good job.
You were going crazy about the field goal situation.
I mean, that was
I
insane.
kind of understand.
It was insane to me that they didn't kick a field goal. They were 4th and 5. I mean, they were up by a field goal. So if you kick a field goal, first of all, you're playing a tough defense. The 4th and 5, the chance that you get that is tough. If you make that field goal, they can't go down and kick a field goal. They have to go all the way down and score a touchdown. Your odds of getting the 4th and 5 seem sub 50%. Your odds of getting the field goal seem 92%, 98%. It blew my mind that they didn't kick the field goal. And had they kicked the field goal, because that team barely made it to get a field goal, barely. And so if they had kicked the field goal, they win that game, period. So that's not the defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
I
you can't
don't
say that because obviously they wouldn't have been trying to barely get to a field goal line.
I'm fine with it.
Well, because you complete the pass, you win the game. The game's over with the completed pass.
Exactly.
Damian Pierce signed by the Chiefs. Texans let him go last week.
Okay.
And Joe Mixon, unsurprisingly, not expected to play this year.
Dude, what a weird situation.
It was
with
weird
no,
because of the ambiguity.
That's what I mean.
If you just came out and said he has a season-ending injury in August,
does he?
That'd have been helpful.
Yeah, and then once it was reported, I think it was Rappaport that reported, like, okay, Joe Mixon's done for the season. Joe Mixon quote tweets that and says, "You know more about me than I know about me." Like,
and the answer is yes, you do.
Yes, it really was. It was like, no, Joe, I don't think they're talking to you. They're talking to Rappaport.
Aaron Rodgers expected to start in Week 13. He did not start this past week. Mason Rudolph took over.
Maybe I couldn't tell if that was Mason or not.
Oh,
because of the disguise.
Because of the master of disguise.
It could have been anybody. T. Higgins. This was the one prize picks I missed. T. Higgins. If he comes down with that one play, we're good.
Or if he just doesn't get concussed, because they threw it a lot after that
they
point.
did.
You probably would have.
Concussion protocol for T. Higgins.
He landed all of his body weight on his face.
Yeah, that's not
That was
good.
a brutal one.
Joe Burrow, they're not declaring that he will play on Thursday night.
I don't think it's a given
what?
that I don't think it's a given that he plays on Thursday either. They've got a window here that allows them one more week of practice reps and getting out there. I mean, do you rush him back if let's say they come out and they lose this week? Do you even bring him back at all?
That's why I'm saying.
That's why you have to play him.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
Your season is super toast if he doesn't play on Thursday.
I mean, if you followed the movement of the lines last week, the
expectation,
the books certainly thought Joe Burrow was going to play last week. So
this is a do or die against Baltimore, right? Or wait, what is the Thursday game?
This is competitive advantage.
Yeah, it's Baltimore
at its finest.
Man, they're 3-8. They're not making the playoffs if Joe Burrow comes back this week. They're not. Like, you should not bring Joe Burrow back this year. That's the truth.
Yeah, we don't know the specifics of the injury.
To play?
Well, sure, if he wants to play football, and
I think he does.
I'm sure he does.
So Baker Mayfield sprained his left shoulder, will undergo an MRI on Monday. My initial worry was when I saw the sling and stuff, I was worried he had,
collar blown?
Yeah. Oh, collar blown. Did you say collar blown?
Yes, I did.
I guess
Which
that
also works.
Yeah, no.
God, the whole Deucer's Alley's like, what is happening? Concern from Matthew Betts, our injury expert, is a left shoulder subluxation. Oh, good. Give that one a go, Jay.
It's a subluxation.
Thank you. Partial dislocation. Same injury back when he was with Cleveland. It was the left shoulder. So,
correct.
Teddy Bridgewater, the backup, things were bad for for Ibuka. They weren't good before he left, but
that Rams defense, I really do think the Rams are one of the elite teams, because you look at the Eagles, that defense is as good, if not better, than every team out there, but their offense struggles. And when I look at the Rams, I'm like, okay, that defense is ferocious. Their defensive line, their secondary, they don't really have a weakness. Their offense can go up and put up 30 points if they need to.
Alvin Kamara, MCL sprain.
Probably be a couple of weeks. It didn't look like it was long term. It wasn't like a full tear, but he's not going to play this week.
The Raiders' Ashton Genty injured his left ankle late in the game, did not return. Unclear if it was due to the scoreboard.
It looked,
maybe he was escorting out their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I figured when he went off the field that exactly what happened would happen, which is just like, the game's out of hand, don't put him back in, but we won't have any idea if this was truly an injury that will keep him gone for multiple weeks or not.
Other three players left and came back: Metcalf with the ankle, Rashee Rice with a hamstring, and Jacoby Brissett with the shoulder, which we'll monitor. But they came back. So that was News and Notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
This week's Fantasy Stud Muffins, presented by Lowe's.
Well, this is the win in Winston. It wasn't the team. It was the fantasy production. The number one scorer on the week at the quarterback position was Jameis Winston / wide receiver Jameis Winston.
It's also the coolest. That was the coolest play of the year.
He had two of the coolest plays. But yes, you're talking about the reception where he catches the ball, and it's not like the Philly special and all the usually when a quarterback catches the touchdown, they're in the end zone.
Yeah,
they're wide open.
Or they're wide open. Yeah. I mean, and the fact that was it Olszewski or who was it? Olofsky?
Gunnar
Wait, what's his name?
Gunnar Olszewski?
Yeah.
But I was trying to remember.
He was the one
coverage.
throwing the ball, but it wasn't like chill. Like he had to run through the line of scrimmage and throw on the run, and then he broke the tackle, and he ends up with 31 fantasy points.
I mean, is that DB allowed back in work?
I know Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston put you into the ground. Are you allowed back in the building?
Do you care about the fantasy production from Winston here, or do you expect Dart to be back? I mean, Winston was wild and crazy. Winston as always.
Dart's going to be back, so it's pretty irrelevant. I mean, if you have Dart on your roster and you want to roster Jameis Winston just in case, great. I don't think that if you don't have Dart, he's probably not playing. However, Jameis did come out after the game and say, based on that play, that he is completely open and willing to play tight end for this team to help them win.
Did he really say
that?
that?
Oh, of course he said that. He's like, I can go out there, catch pass, I'll do anything to help this team win. Do you guys remember back in the day when Jameis was participating in the running back drills? And he had to run through it was dude, you gotta look it up again.
I remember. Only Jameis can look that ridiculous running through.
There's all the running backs running through that little gauntlet thing where you just kind of hit the pads on both sides, and then Jameis is at the back line, and he goes and he runs through, and that thing beats the crap out of him. He's
so
like,
funny.
"Whoa,
it's
man!"
So funny.
Well, he did that, and then he's like, "Man, I got to get in the weight room."
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was number 2 on the week with Dak at number 3, so that battle gave you 2 of the best fantasy quarterbacks. And then shout out to Cam Ward, first finish inside the top 15.
Yeah, man.
Put together some drives.
It looked good. 28 for 42, 256 and 1. You got to remember he's playing without Ridley, without Iomanner. Chimray DK has 2 touchdowns in this game. Gunnar Helm had a productive fantasy day. And, for Dynasty, Nasty Boy, keep your eye on Gunnar Helm. I liked him coming into the draft.
It wasn't just him. You want to go real nasty boy. I think the reason that Cam Ward.
I'm watching.
You're watching it. It's funny, right?
Jameis going through the gauntlet.
We got to tweet that out, Falcon. Get that out.
It's twice as bad as I remember it.
I mean, the guy in front of him just goes straight through like what you normally see.
It's like they're made of paper.
Retweet this immediately.
He's balling back and forth, almost falls over.
It's so good.
We love you, Jameis.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But so far, Cam Ward is 100% good games with his college leading wide receiver, Xavier Restrepo.
Well, look, it's good to see. He's their
Yes, you got to see.
He's their future.
Just please show us something, so we don't go into next year going, oh gosh, it's just a wasted year.
He also ran for 37 yards and a touchdown. So
he ran a lot more, especially like early on in the game. He was using his legs in a way that he hasn't really done enough of, and I was thrilled to see it.
Matthew Stafford keeps it cooking, and he could have done so much more in this game if the game was competitive. It just wasn't at all. I mean, most of his work was done in the first half. He had all 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah, I think 31 points in the first half for the Rams.
Quarterback 5 in fantasy points per game on the season. 25 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in the last 8 games.
Crazy.
That's
freaking Devontae Adams, man.
Pretty
goal line wide receiver.
Wild. Yeah, Caleb Williams, Jacoby Brissett also put up good weeks. Quarterbacks with 6 straight QB1 performances in 2025 include Jacoby Brissett. That's it.
Dog.
I mean, he is. I mean, I told Jason as we were watching the games this weekend, I might have said it even before, I think that there's a really legitimate chance that Jacoby Brissett's the starting quarterback next year for the Cardinals. And I don't think that's the worst thing in the world because
he's
look at your
Michael Wilson into a superstar.
You want Kirk Cousins over him this offseason?
No.
You want Joe Flacco? No.
If it's not, like if the team is truly done with the Kyler Murray situation, you're not going to Yeah. You can't
He's
just
30
you can't just turn around and be like, oh, hey, you're up. You're now our quarterback.
He's 32.
So it does make sense.
They
at
can
least for a year.
draft. They could draft Sellers, or they could draft somebody else in the draft and give them time behind Brissett. Who people bring in Brissett to be
Sure.
the role model for the next man up already. That was like why he ends up on half of these teams.
It's not working very much for Kyler.
And no, because that was limited. Jacoby's new.
Oh, okay.
The ship had sailed.
Okay.
All right. But Jacoby has been really, really good for Arizona. He's turned Michael Wilson. He's the only receiver with 10 catches and 100 yards in back-to-back games of anybody this year other than Puka. That's what he's done. And there's the last 2 games he doesn't even have Harrison. So, look, I'm not saying he brings wins to Arizona. I'm saying he brings fantasy consistency to Trey McBride, likely Harrison.
Just a watchable offense. That's all we're asking for. Our bar is very low, and
yes.
Jacoby Brissett is doing it. We can watch that offense. I'll watch that. That's football. That is football.
Yeah, that's a good point. We'll take a break. We'll talk running backs. Jahmyr Gibbs is good. 49.9 fantasy points. Emmanuel Wilson, number 2. Derrick Henry, Ashton Jeanty, James Cook.
How does Emmanuel Wilson's performance make you feel, Jason?
It makes me feel not good because I had Josh Jacobs. I'm probably going to go 0-2 this week unless Brock Purdy goes off. And Josh Jacobs is in my little IR spot.
I couldn't help but feel like when Devontae Adams was scoring last night, I knew exactly the implications for you in our league because that was, you're rooting for some other teams.
Yep. I'm rooting for other teams to win and lose, not just in my matchup. But this wasn't a great week for me. It's not great.
Jahmyr Gibbs
I put up 135 in Dynasty against Mike, and I will probably lose with the third most points. That's fun.
Yeah. I mean, the worst part of the week, by bar none for me, was Jameson Williams' disappearing act. That was the most depressing thing ever. He had this huge crossing route for 40-something yards. It got called back. If you want to know why he didn't catch any passes, you might want to look to the 12 targets and 11 for 45 that Gibbs added on top of his 2 breakaway touchdowns. If you get bonuses for big plays, he's really good at that. I mean,
219 rushing yards with 2 breakaway touchdowns is enough completely. And then to add 11 receptions that's not fair.
There's only one other running back ever with a 200-yard rushing game and 10 catches in a game.
Is that LaDainian?
Miss Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I miss him. He was a cheat code.
Yeah. So Emmanuel Wilson was 28 for 107 and 2. Derrick Henry, I got some video from Boots on the Ground in Vermont.
Oh, yeah.
I retweeted it before the day.
Yeah.
And you knew what that meant.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ashton Jeanty ends up 17 for 50, but the big deal here, 8 targets, 8 for 58 and 1.
Offensive coordinator change, so we'll see how that factors in. But it is nice the fact that since the bye week, 5 targets, 5 targets, 8 targets, 8 targets. That's what you want to see for fantasy goodness with Jeanty, especially if he's on a not great offense. He can't just be the ball carrier. He needs to be involved in the receiving game. I mean, that's a 93 reception pace over the last 4 weeks.
And Judkins in the same game had 2 touchdowns. He went out hurt, didn't he?
Did he?
Judkins did miss
went out
sometime.
hurt. I mean, you had, I was the only person on the planet that started Dylan Sampson in a lineup.
Oh, congratulations.
Because I knew that sweet screen pass touchdown was coming from Shadur. But James Cook, Travis Etienne, great again. And then Kareem Hunt, 30 carries for 104. 30. That reminds me of an old school. That's a Cedric Benson line right there.
That, I mean, like an Andy
30.
Reid, an Andy Reid team, a dude with 30 carries.
And of course they won.
Yeah.
Of course they won.
That was so.
The Colts, they won. The Colts also lost.
Yeah,
yes, I would agree with that.
It was coming way too soon. Indy played the Cardinals not lose offense.
Yeah.
And then they lost.
Yeah.
Kenny Gainwell, 10 for 92, 6 targets. He had basically
Yes,
he had 2 touchdowns called back.
He did.
So impressive by Gainwell, even with Jalen Warren.
He did out snap and out target Warren.
Yeah,
in
I think
this
Warren
game.
had 0.
Also, going back to Judkins, I forgot. Shedeur just came off the field for those plays.
Yeah, it
They
was
just
Wildcat.
direct snap to Judkins on them. Chase Brown, 19 for 107.
Most
Looks like the haterade over there from the Deucers in their Prize Picks lineup didn't work out.
Did not work.
Also, how did you get out of
We were wondering this.
We were
like,
wondering this.
Wait,
What?
You got out of building a lineup, so you literally couldn't be shamed
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you missed the show. I was shamed because I missed the show. You get out of the
Yeah,
potential.
we thought that was a little
To be fair to your
like maybe you should
situation,
go down with the
I
Deucers.
gave months notice.
No. That's fine. I'm just saying, why did
Not I'm 30 minutes late. Oh, I'm not going to make it.
forget my
he's
situation.
He's punching back.
How did you
He's
get,
punching back.
how did you get out of even the potential? Like usually we submit a lineup.
Did the Deucers lose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all won. What are we talking about
Yeah,
here?
that's fair.
Yeah,
Goodness
we were
gracious.
scared for a
Yeah,
little while.
That's fine.
Oh.
But
But also Chase Brown, I believe that's the most rushing yards against the Patriots all year.
yeah, it was good. We'll see
Like,
who their quarterback is next
Chase
week.
Brown, it's weird, man. Chase Brown was he was toast. He was absolutely toast. And then as soon as Flacco got in there, he's been awesome.
Are you scared about having Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
JSN is so good.
Oh my gosh, he's on pace for 2,029 yards, which no wide receivers ever hit 2,000 yards before.
He was 8 for 167 and 2. He's had 11 plus fantasy points in every single game. It's wild. There's only been 4 to ever do that, or 3 other ones: Adams, Antonio Brown, Michael Thomas. This is just
He has not had a game outside the top 10. Not like a decent, like top 10 wide receiver on the week since week 4.
yeah. He's accounted for 47% of the yards for the team in the receiving game.
Well, I mean, it's like
It's amazing.
Waldron saw this guy and was like,
Nah,
you know what? Screen passes. Everything close to the line of scrimmage. That's what we got to do with this. He doesn't got it. This guy doesn't got what we need. Freaking insane.
Jason. A moment, I think, for you to focus upon this next name.
Wandale?
Yeah, I think you spent 4 weeks not saying his name.
Yeah, look, so Wandale, I was saying
Just
this while we were
14
watching.
targets, 9 for 156
and
1.
used down the field.
Yes.
It's very similar to the
Yes.
JSN thing where it's like, obviously they had the change at head coach. And so we got a new kind of offensive system happening here in New York. And it's wonderful because usually what they do with Wandale Robinson, who is not a tackle breaker, but is very good at getting open. So they have him get open behind the line of scrimmage, throw him the ball, and then get tackled. It's like, use him down the field, and they did 14 targets, 9 for 156 and 1. Jameis was just...
There are 2 games this year where he's a top 5 receiver, Wandale. In both of them, 17-plus yards per catch. You got to remember the previous 4 weeks, 9, 11, and 11 targets. So you're like, awesome. Wide receiver 32, 32, 48.
Yeah, I mean,
so this was a big difference.
Obviously, this is a Jameis Winston game, so hopefully they can see some of this. There was also Darius Slayton came out, caught the first pass, tweaked his hamstring, was out for a lot of the game. He did come back later in the game.
We were so confused.
Yeah, it was like, why? Slayton missed most of the game, so that was somewhat helpful. I mean, do you buy into Wandale next week, Jackson Dart back? Are you plugging him in your lineup like the same way that, you know?
I mean, I think Wandale's definitely – he's in the same tier as like starting an Alec Pierce.
Which is not bad.
You're going to have – I mean, the targets are crazy. So if you can give me a guaranteed 9 targets, which seems like you'll get.
You should usually start that player.
Amon-Ra St. Brown was awesome. George Pickens, incredible. He's tied with Puka for number 2 in fantasy
George
points
is-
per game.
Yeah.
It's wild.
He is on pace for a bag of cash.
Yes.
I projected him out over the season, and it was a bag of cash.
He has over 1,000 yards already.
Wide receiver, filthy rich next year.
on the year.
On pace for 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, and unlike his usual, that's on 79 catches, on pace for 103 receptions.
Just
Because he totally can do that
manimal plays too. It's
on a regular basis.
great.
Here he is, A.J. Brown.
Hey!
10 targets, 8 for 110 and 1.
Hey,
Had another one that he couldn't get the foot down. It would have been a second touchdown.
there you are.
There you are, Peter.
Yep.
DJ Moore, Devontae Adams, Rashee Rice, all big weeks. And let's shout out Michael Wilson while we can. 15 more targets, 10 for 118.
What?
Yeah, again, we talked
What?
about it.
Yeah.
And then Parker Washington, 5 for 71 and 1. Another great game from him.
We are in year 3 of Michael Wilson, and they've never once tried to do this.
If Michael Wilson's dad was as loud as Marvin Harrison, maybe we would have heard from him.
So this is pretty wild, guys. So last year, 2024, Michael Wilson finished the year with 71 targets for 47 receptions, 548 yards. This year, currently has 71 targets, 47 receptions for 534 yards.
That's wild.
Wrap it up.
How does this possibly happen?
Jacoby Brissett and Marvin Harrison being gone.
And I wouldn't really fully sit him down just because Harrison comes back.
No,
I think he's going to be in contention for some of these matchups for a flex play.
He very well might be, but he's not. He will move to the third target because obviously McBride and Harrison will be 1 and 2.
All right, we have top 5 tight end scores of the week. Jason, your start of the week was the number 1 tight end on the week, 7 for 1, 15-1. Hunter Henry. We watched this game with it was just like Hooper Henry.
Yeah.
I was on the one Prize Picks projection that I missed was the Diggs fantasy score, and I kept waiting for them to throw, I don't know, to any wide receiver. I mean,
unnecessary.
The Bengals are so bad at guarding tight ends. They're just like, oh, I'll just keep throwing it to the tight ends. That's easy.
It's wild. Henry was awesome. Colston Loveland was my start of the week. So our start of the weeks were 1 and 2.
There you go.
4 for 49-1. Trey McBride was third. Colby Parkinson, who, it's not Ferguson, it's Parkinson, taking over in Los Angeles. And then Brenton Strange back from injury, 5 for 93. Something to pay attention to.
And a friend of the show, J.J. Zacharyson, tweeted out that this was Loveland's highest route participation since Cole Kmet has been back.
And I hate that. I am so upset about what I saw because Luther Burden was very involved.
Luther Burden
he was
also
very
getting
involved.
more
The offense looks great. They're winning games.
I know why you're
so
upset.
happy for the Bears fans.
Yeah.
For
this is
Caleb,
a Rome Odunze.
But Rome Odunze.
Yeah, this is a Jason traded for Rome 2 weeks ago.
It feels bad. Do you know who our starts of the week were at running back, Mike?
Please tell me.
In honor of you being gone, our starts of the week were Travion Henderson and Kenneth Walker. Your dudes. Both top 20 backs this week.
They were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, was it just me who thought Henderson scored on that one play and they should have challenged it? I was watching from a.
It was debatable.
I was at I'm at a sports.
That wasn't
bar.
the Jennings goal line carry. That was something else.
That was before the.
There was one where Hendo
looked.
He looked like he got
it
in.
It was on one of their 20 goal line plays.
Oh my gosh!
That they still never
against
scored
the Bengals.
On.
Yeah. What also? I told you I can't control what Vrabel does. He does weird
There's
stuff.
a lot of Jennings on the goal line. Then Ramondre's back. It's going to be a little bumpy.
All the first opportunities were Henderson. Henderson didn't get in. Then they're like, okay, let's try Ramondre. Ramondre doesn't get in. Okay, let's try Jennings. Why can't we beat the Bengals on the goal line?
does it. How about that?
Yeah. All right. We'll move on to duds.
Pooped in his big boy pants.
We need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because we watched Lamar Jackson this weekend, 13 for 23 for 153. Second straight week with what, like 10, 11 yards rushing.
Well, they had like 80 yards against the Jets.
I mean,
the first half or
they were down to the Jets for a long time, but we were talking about it. Lamar does not look the same. He's been on the injury report, missing practices. He's hurt. There are so many plays where you watch him and you're like, oh, that's a Lamar play. Why didn't he take it? Why didn't he run? Why didn't he go? Why didn't he take the outside?
There was one specific we were watching where he had the first down on the outside and he cut it up for no reason. Like it was clear to me he didn't think he had the speed to get to the outside. The last 4 weeks rushing 5 for 14, 9 for 36, 4 for 10, 7 for 11. That directly translates to his quarterback 15, 29, and 23 finishes. He has one passing touchdown in the last 3 weeks. He has not surpassed 200 yards. And now you got Cincinnati this Thursday, then you get Pittsburgh, then you get Cincinnati again, and then you finish your fantasy playoffs with New England and Green Bay. That seems a little bit frightening.
You're just going – I mean, the truth is –
you better get healthy, Lamar.
You're going to end up riding Lamar, and he's either going to get healthy or you're going to be bounced, right?
Yeah.
There's no alternative?
I would not move.
I mean,
There's
I
no
can't
Jacoby
imagine.
Brissett alternative?
So Jacoby Brissett is the name.
I saw that question. Multiple weeks, that question.
Yeah, the Jacoby Brissett is the name where maybe with Lamar's injuries, you picked someone else up. Maybe if it was a couple weeks ago, maybe you got Jackson Dart and you're rolling those two guys on a roster. Some weeks you're going to – but you just said, 2 of the next 3 weeks you play Cincinnati. You're not going to not play Lamar in either of those games. So I really do think in the end it's like you're just holding your breath and you're hoping he gets healthy and gets back to doing Lamar things.
For the first time in his career, no touchdowns of any kind in back-to-back weeks for Lamar. That's crazy. And the Ravens have won 5 in a row. So there you go. Josh Allen, we saw it. Houston seems to be his kryptonite. Jordan Love.
I think Houston's everybody's kryptonite. They haven't given up a QB1 performance all year.
Yeah, that's wild. Jordan Love, 14 for 21 against Minnesota for just 139 yards. That's not good. And we're hoping that we get Jaden Reed back because his practice window opened up. I don't know if we reported that here on the show. Jaden Reed's practice window. He is out there practicing. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Hey. One good quarter.
J.J. McCarthy.
Ooh.
12 for 19 for 87 passing yards.
Guys, I'm getting concerned.
Well, I think you were getting concerned when you traded JJ away last week.
Yeah.
Not McCarthy, Justin Jefferson.
I think he's bad. You want to...
Everyone, the devil's advocate is going to be 6 games,
yes.
6 games.
Yes, you want to give quarterbacks especially more than 6 games before you make a final definitive decision on does that guy have it? Can he be a franchise quarterback? Can he be a starter? But as of right now, this is tragically this it's not just wow man, it's not going well. This is tragically bad.
Yeah, and you don't want to see the comparisons.
Oh man, tell the Jamarcus Russell comparison. First 6 career games.
You want me to go line by line?
Well,
or do you want me to talk about him being
Jamarcus Russell has more yards.
Yeah, Anthony Amico tweeted
fewer
this out.
Interceptions. Better completion percentage, a much better passer rate, took fewer sacks, pretty much across the board is better than J.J. McCarthy's first 6 games.
McCarthy's thrown 3 times the interceptions of Jamarcus Russell. McCarthy now ranks 851 out of 852 in EPA per dropback among passers. Only Jamarcus is worse. You need to, again, it's 6 games, and this is Green Bay. That'll be the excuse because Jalen Hurts looked terrible against Green Bay. But, this is unacceptably bad.
Anthony Richardson last year threw for 57% completion percentage, and that was so bad. You just can't do that in the NFL and be an NFL quarterback.
Right.
That's so much better than what J.J. McCarthy is throwing for so far.
It's compounded, and again, like last week it was, I'm sorry, Raiders fans, and you all got on board and agreed. This week it's going to be, I'm sorry, Vikings fans, because you're at the basement of your division. You're going to stay there for now. Huge win by Chicago. Detroit's great. Green Bay's better than you. They proved it. But the problem is that it's compounded by letting Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold walk out of your locker room.
Yeah.
And it also just validates, there was a panic attack happening, and I feel like it permeated from some beat reporters and people in Minnesota through 2 games. It was like, uh-oh. Is Max Brosmer going to get opportunities 2 games into your career, you wondered? McCarthy didn't come back quickly from injury, remember? It was it had a little Trey Lance feel to it. It's like, let's put a literally broken Carson Wentz onto the field and not a healthy McCarthy because we got to work on the footwork and we got to get things going before we get him out there.
He looks like a guy who has an NFL caliber arm. If he was just in a backyard and he's throwing a football, you'd be like, oh, okay, that guy, he must be an NFL quarterback. But then he gets in the pocket and they take the snap and he has no idea what to do.
If you were to hire one coach to fix him, it would be Kevin O'Connell, and he's not fixing him.
Kevin O'Connell has gotten workable performances from guys like Josh Dobbs, Nick Mullins.
Yep.
There's
more.
There's a laundry list of
quarterbacks
where you're just like that. Guys who
not Kellen Mond, but
yeah, and it. We got to change this guy's number.
This is
I completely agree. He can't be 9 anymore.
You have to forcibly remove his number.
Yeah. 00.
That's fine.
I think that's probably bad mental. Give him 11 or something.
The problem is that McCarthy, in his own right, that's a whole discussion. And then for our show and for the fantasy community, I mean, I saw all the Addison and the JJ. I mean, like, Justin Jefferson's been deleted from the earth. We have seen this with Hall of Fame wide receivers in the past. Larry Fitzgerald went into quarterback purgatory in Arizona. Remind me. What was his stinking name? Skelton? John Skelton?
There was Skelton, and then Anderson, the guy from Cleveland.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you can delete a player.
Last year, going into the season, I was down.
Yeah.
I was down on Justin Jefferson because of we have seen this many times in the past. Even first ballot Hall of Famers, when they don't have a quarterback, they can't be a top 5 fantasy wide receiver. It wasn't like Larry forgot how to play. Obviously, later in his career, he got a better quarterback in Carson Palmer or in Kurt Warner, and he was fantastic. It turns out that the issue is still quarterback, and Sam Darnold was actually good.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he overcame Sam Darnold last year or lifted Sam Darnold up completely by himself. Sam Darnold's a pretty good quarterback.
Calvin Johnson in 2009 was held to like 900 yards and 5 touchdowns. He had Orlovsky and Drew Stanton at quarterback. We've seen this happen before. We had sub-1,000-yard years from Andre Johnson because he had Ryan Mallett and Case Keenum at quarterback. We talked about Larry Fitzgerald. We've had that.
Hopkins, too. Remember, Hopkins had that one year where it was like, oh, is DeAndre Hopkins not good?
Steve Smith, Hall of Famer, 550 yards with Jimmy Clausen. That's where you're at right now.
Yeah.
So are you afraid for Dynasty? I mean, we were putting the Dynasty wide receivers in order yesterday, and we're going, okay, yeah, Jamar Chase, I think he belongs at the tippy top. But how JSN, JJ, one of them's got a quarterback.
Oh, I would take JSN over Jefferson for sure.
Yeah, and then do you Amon-Ra?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I would take Amon-Ra over Jefferson.
The Vikings will have a chance to do something, but I mean, your options are going to be very, very limited.
Letting Darnold go is wild.
This is going to be so disgusting.
But at the same time, not letting Darnold go after the complete collapse at the end of the year, if you had held on to him, people would have lost their minds too.
I'm going to be so stinking upset when Kyler is a Viking next year and is great. I'm going to be like, why?
This is what happens, though, when you spend the draft capital that you did on J.J. McCarthy, because you felt handcuffed. Okay, if McCarthy doesn't exist, Daniel Jones is the starter of this team. Yes, you let Darnold go if you're mad about the playoffs, even though they were 14-2 in the regular season or whatever, 14-3. Then Daniel Jones is your next man up because he goes and he's the starter in Indianapolis, but you can't do that because you can't pay him because you've got the cheap rookie contract for McCarthy.
Yeah, I believe Jones chose to leave. Like, I think if I'm remembering
because
it right,
of course you chose to leave because you were getting a backup contract to play behind.
Well,
McCarthy.
It was where do you think you can end up being the starter for Minnesota?
He chose wisely, although he would have also chosen wisely. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, he would. Yeah,
it was Richardson or McCarthy.
If Daniel Jones were the backup, he would have been starting. As soon as McCarthy got hurt, Daniel Jones would have had the job,
and he never would have given it back.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. We'll talk running back duds. Big name at the top.
This episode is supported by Prize Picks. It is the holiday season, the best time of year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It's all happening at once. And while you're out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, which game to watch, there is one place where it feels good to be right, Prize Picks. And hey, check this out. Prize Picks now is early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. We have been loving our time on the Prize Picks this year, facing off against each other, going the mores or less. And look, what I really love on Prize Picks, number one, the app is extremely easy to use. It's very intuitive. But I love all the creative stuff out there, like just overall pass percentage of a quarterback. A running back, will they get more or less than 20 yards on their first 5 carries? Really special, unique, fun stuff that makes the game day just a little bit more exciting. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 on lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 on lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
With the U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card, you earn an unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. That's right, every purchase. 2% cash back at restaurants, 2% cash backs at the gym, which you'll need to burn off those restaurant calories. Groceries? Yep, you'll earn 2% cash back on those too. New tires, new outfits, New York City getaway, all earn 2% cash back. Noticing a trend? So whether you're splurging on concert tickets, fueling up for your commute, or shopping for that perfect birthday gift for the bestie, you'll be earning unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Visit usbank.com/smartlycard to learn more. The creditor and issuer of this card is U.S. Bank National Association, pursuant to a license from Visa USA Incorporated. Some restrictions may apply.
Oh, no, Jason.
This is very...
Oh, no.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor.
Oh.
This is 100% appropriate. I mean, you can't... He has the biggest pants.
Yes.
So 16 for 58.
You know those the clown pants where they got the hoop?
You could fit two people in them.
Yeah, that's
DJ Giddens climbs in the pants with him.
I'm in there. I'm in there, buddy.
You're in Taylor's pants, huh?
Yeah, they're full of doo-doo. It's not nice in here. I mean, he was the running back 24 so far this week.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. That isn't appropriate. That's why I had to set it all up with how big his pants are.
Yeah.
You got to play Houston next week. That's not great.
It's not great.
But, I mean, he's Jonathan Taylor. So just
Seattle, San Francisco, and Jacksonville in the playoffs. We talked about how difficult his schedule was down the stretch, and we said, well, you know what? It just doesn't matter. I mean, he also can be
okay.
The running back one against a decent run defense 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, I think you just got to keep playing him.
Saquon Barkley, 10 for 22 against Dallas. He did catch 7 passes. His runs were 2, -1, 2, 7, 2, 1, 1, 5, 1, 2. Maybe Dallas's front seven is what they're trying to build. Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams next to each other. It's stopping the run. That's what they wanted to do. I would never give Jerry Jones any credit other than for looking ancient. But their defense is better. Like we kind of talked about it last week. I thought about playing them against the Raiders. It was a bad start to the game, but then they got it together. The defense won the game for them. When you get down 21-0 and you don't give up another point.
And Quinnen did, because he got banged up. It sounds like he's saying he will play.
Yeah, he took a pretty big shot to the ribs, I believe.
Yeah. That was Saquon.
Yeah.
Saquon I've always wondered that with, like, you saw Scadaboo doing this. When you do the little, I'm going to give a chip block, just freaking spear the guy in the ribs.
I
know it's a little,
feels a little dirty.
A little dirty, but this is a violent game. You're playing to put the other guy on their back.
Kyron Williams, 12 for 46. This was a disappointment in a game that got,
it's weird.
Put away quickly. You would think he would have had more production. Sean Tucker, 12 for 42. A letdown from your expectations and hopes, but it was that game again.
And the Rams'
defense
defense is very, very difficult to run on.
DeAndre Swift, who played fewer snaps than Monangai, also didn't score and also was 8 for 15.
Yeah, this was super
and fumble.
Yeah, and then Monangai got more snaps
super
too
interesting. What's going on with the Bears is they are taking their youth and putting them forward more and more. I mean, this was a week where
Burden and Loveland.
Loveland, and Monangai all kind of usurped their previous roles while starters are healthy, and it worked, and they won.
Zacchaeus and Komet and Swift, not so much.
So I'm very, binoculars on the Bears right now next week to see, does this continue? Does this, is this going to stretch towards the playoffs with them getting more youth involved? It's interesting. Man, you've got to be excited.
How many weeks
as a
in a
Bears
row
fan.
has Monangai scored? Is it 4? It's at least 3.
I think it's
3 straight. Okay. Jason, where are you with the invisibility cloak tossed upon David Montgomery?
Yeah, I don't think you were here yet. I was talking about it this morning with the guys. I can't start David Montgomery anymore. Jahmyr Gibbs is too good for them to take them off the field. I think that their offense took a step back And so to take a step forward requires Jahmyr Gibbs. They're like, okay, all right, we were going to try to, save him up, but you asked for this, and now Jahmyr Gibbs is just taking so much work, and it works. And my only hope is, something that
Gibbs
can't be spent.
wins the lottery and he's done playing football.
No.
Yeah, that he wins the lottery
yeah.
and says, I'm going to take
I
the
will
rest
not
of
even
the
let
season
you
off.
speak
No.
that
No,
way.
I wouldn't.
Gets
speak
on the
it.
wrong plane and ends up in the wrong city
there
for a
you
week.
go.
Goodness
David
gracious.
Montgomery is a league-winning insurance option, and that's it.
Is he?
Oh, absolutely. If Gibbs went down and Monty was the whole shebang there, he would be he wouldn't do what Gibbs did last year when
he'd be
Monty
top
went down.
12.
Yeah, he'd be an unexpected running back one added to a roster.
Which, again, Mike, I appreciate you not letting him speak of that. Travion was 18 for 66.
What? Like
This isn't pooped.
Yeah,
in his big boy
what
pants.
is Brooks?
He had 65%
I mean,
of the snaps.
I guess when you in that matchup,
In that
off
matchup
of
with
that
start of the week,
momentum, I
running back
get
20,
that.
it's fine.
Why does Ramondre have 2 carries inside the 5? What are we doing?
No.
Most of them went to Jennings.
I will not allow you to be upset at that because if you want to, the answer of why he got those carries is because Henderson didn't get in the end zone when he got the opportunity.
Henderson
first.
was 1 carry inside the 5,
He
got 3 yards.
I think some of them might have got called back because he was down there.
Some of them were
Ahead.
Jennings. Some of them were Jennings.
No, Travion Henderson had the 1 carry I was talking about where I thought he scored. Pushed 2 guys out of the way, almost scores, gets 3 yards, and we're giving Ramondre 2 carries for nothingness. It's just so dumb.
He's bigger.
Yeah.
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 And that always works.
Wide receivers, these are bad,
this is sad.
bad conversations.
This is-
I mean, these are not small names. Justin Jefferson, Emeka Ibuka, Rome Dunze, Jameson Williams.
Oh, man.
Hello, darkness.
What?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Everything about that game against the Giants told me that Jameson Williams was going to be involved. They were down. And then suddenly in the middle of the game, I turned to Jason. I was like, do they trust him for a comeback? Because they trusted Amon-Ra a whole lot.
Yeah. No.
So, and Ibuka, what is he going to be rest of the year if we miss some weeks with Baker?
Not great. I mean,
the Rams are awesome.
Teddy went to him, but it really is a matter of I think Teddy will be fine and Ibuka will be fine in light matchups, but against the Rams, that was just too much for Teddy Two Gloves.
Emeka Ibuka has no weeks between wide receiver 8 and 24. He's either top 7
Your first or your last.
or you are like a disappearing act.
What's crazy is you look at his last 5 games, and 4 of 5 have been duds, and yet he hasn't had fewer than 8 targets in any of them.
No, and he's still leading all rookies in yards and in touchdowns. And despite the struggles, and now Godwin's back,
He has more yards than Tet.
He did as of the he did last night when they're reporting it on the game.
And Tet hasn't played yet.
Who is that?
Teteroa. Sorry, everyone.
You.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Mr.
how
McMillan.
dare you guys?
Sorry, Mr. McMillan, for shortening your name. Let's see.
It's really Mrs. McMillan because
Yeah,
the
Mama.
reason he doesn't
Mama
like it is
McMillan.
because he feels
Yeah.
like he's disrespecting his mama.
Yeah, I mean, what is your opinion of that situation? If you have a name, if you're born with a name that can be shortened,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I feel like you should have to accept all possible variants without offense. That's my opinion on everybody.
You might not prefer it, but yeah, like if I call
if you call
Jeremy
Michael Mike,
Jer, like, and you don't like that, deal with it. Like when I used to call Adrian Peterson, sometimes I would call him AP.
Yeah.
I know his nickname was AD.
Right.
Like, come on, but you see how I
that's
got
her
there,
initial.
right? Like you can.
Those are initials. And you hate? Do you hate Jer?
No, I don't hate it.
Oh, okay.
I like Jay better.
You like Jay better?
You like
problem
him
here
that's
is
my
we call
nickname.
Jason Jay.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I hate when people call you Jay.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because
I do that sometimes.
No, I know you do, and I look up every time because it's like Jay is.
Because you're just
I'm
you're like
Jason.
that should be about me.
Yes,
I
and
see.
he's Jeremy.
Like
Jer.
if Mike wanted to be called Michael, but somebody called him Mike,
How dare you?
he can't be offended. You can tell me you prefer it.
Yeah, because, I mean, Michael that's about as basic of it.
No,
like,
that one's
Teteroa is actually like, that's a cool name.
I don't want to be called Drew.
Right.
I don't like that.
Is
Is that one legit?
I'm just remembering my brother-in-law, his name is Randall.
Uh-huh.
If you call him Randy,
Oh.
he loses his mind.
Does he really?
That's a different
Yes.
name, though.
No,
Randy is a
Randall,
name.
Randy? I mean, come on.
Okay,
You see how we got there? You see how we got there? I mean, so he doesn't like Randy.
No.
Well, there you go. What do you call Jameson Williams? I know,
Yeah.
and you know what's going to happen.
He's going to go off against Green Bay on Thanksgiving.
He's going to do something
No.
big.
Against Green Bay?
I don't know, man. It's one play. He's a one-play guy.
Save it for Dallas.
It's so overwhelmingly frustrating. I told Jason, I don't care about my matchups this week. I don't care that my starts of the week did well. I don't care that anything I said was good or bad. All I care about is the fact that this dude, who had just put together 4 out of 5 great weeks, who was my guy at the beginning of the year, is don't goose. That's what I kept saying from the first quarter. Just don't goose. Then he has the big play, and we're like, yes.
He had a couple. He had a play. It's like, okay, no goose. Call back.
Yeah.
Then later, huge play, monstrous
play.
play. Call back.
Yeah.
It's like, not his week. Hey, I don't want to go past Roma Dunze because I don't know what to do with him, and I need your two expertise on this. Roma Dunze in the first month of the season was incredible. I mean, he looked like he was going to be a top 5 wide receiver. He was on pace for 21 touchdowns and 1,200 yards. Since that bye week, he has had 2 good games and 5 bad games.
I haven't looked at this log
Last
in a while.
7
in
games, he's on
totality.
pace for 867 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 1 touchdown since the bye in 7 games.
The first month was, I mean, he was running way too hot. You can't be putting up
yeah.
37 yards, 62 yards, 69 yards, and put up a touchdown in each of those games. That's too hot. It's like Ibuka at the beginning of the year.
Too hot for expectations.
Yeah. And
So then the answer is what? The answer is you'd rather have Roma Dunze.
Like, should I be starting Michael Pittman over Rome every week? I mean, generically
This is
speaking,
a real question.
It's a real question because this is my Chris Olave, Roma Dunze, and Michael Pittman. I've got to start 2 of those 3 every week. And I thought Rome was locked in.
Yeah, my heart wants to tell you to just keep going to Rome because he's obviously got the talent to give you those big games.
On the road against Philly, on the road against Green Bay, at home against Cleveland, at home against Green Bay.
Oh,
did you look at his schedule before?
No, I didn't look at his schedule. He was the wide receiver 10. He was a second-year breakout. I just went and got my guy.
Oh, man.
But then stick with your guy.
Then I tried to trade you for him, and you could have gotten Jameson.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been the most me and you trade ever because Jameson on fire, and this week I give him to you, and he gooses. Yeah, Alec Pierce 1 for 26.
Yeah.
That was a dud game.
Chiefs.
You could kind of see it coming against Kansas City. I actually played Slayton over him, so I did nothing for myself. Christian Watson 5 for 49. Okay, Romeo Duds here, just 2 for 23, and Diggs 2 for 20. Kelsey, Goddard, Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts 2 catches.
Kelsey had a touchdown.
See how stupid playing him is?
Yeah, I mean, in a game where I played him, I picked him up and I played him. I played him over Mark Andrews, which I mean,
1 for 9
genius.
versus 2 for 25.
But they both stunk.
Did Andrews drop that touchdown or did the DB knock it out?
I don't
Jason
remember.
called her to drop when he watched it.
Oh
live.
yeah. No, he dropped it.
Okay.
I thought live that it was knocked out, and then the other angle was like, no, that was just dropped.
It's weird to think that a game involving, this is the Lamar story, right? Like Mark Andrews 1 catch, Isaiah Likely 1 catch. So the tight ends didn't do anything, but also the receivers didn't do anything. But also Lamar didn't do anything.
Yep.
So that was Studs and Duds presented by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Sundays are for NFL football. Earn your Sunday with Lowe's, official partner of the NFL. Jason is shaking his head.
I am in love with Lowe's. Like, I'm just
You're in love with Lowe's?
Dude, I want to say not a sponsor. They're clearly a sponsor.
Yeah.
I'm in love with that place, man.
Wait, the actual
I've been in there like 20 times this week. They're doing good stuff. They're doing good stuff.
Wait,
over
what
there,
is
Lowe's.
what in specifically?
You doing some renos? Or what are you
Yeah, I am.
He's
I'm doing some renos, but like I like their light fixtures. Their Christmas selection's awesome. Like, genuinely.
This sounds like a shill, but it's not.
No, it's not a
Jason's
show. I've got
been
like 12 emails right now of like your order from Lowe's is like,
you just been earning your Sundays.
yeah, exactly. Not is a sponsor, but genuine. So
There you go.
there you go.
Okay, I didn't see that coming. Hey, what's on Wednesday? Yeah, the Megalodon. Thank you. That one was way better than the gurgly crap we got at the top of the show.
Disagree.
He's doing his best.
Why don't you check your Go check your watch for any hot information.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.